Greetings friends, in this short little video I want to show you how to compute an effect size. Now previously we talked about what an effect size is, so we won't spend any time talking about that here. But I wanted to show you how to use an Excel spreadsheet to be able to compute effect size. Now I've already set up some scores in a pre and post test situation. This could be you can compare different kinds of groups. I just decided to use pre and post test. You could use, comparing one group to another, and the calculations would be the same. But for this example, I went ahead and put some scores in the pre-test column and some scores in the post-test column, and I computed the average or the mean, and then I've computed the standard deviation. And the reason that those numbers are important is because right here we have the formula for computing an effect size. I'm going to show you how to plug in those numbers into this formula to get the effect size. So the formula is to subtract the average of group 1, or the mean of group 1. Actually, to say it properly, you subtract M1 from M2. So the mean of group 1 from the mean of group 2, and then you divide that by the standard deviation. So here's the mean of group 2, the mean of group 1, and here's the standard deviation. So I put that calculation right here in this cell. And if you know anything about Excel, you know that the formulas for the cells are recorded up here. So let me first of all show you how I computed the average and then how I computed the standard deviation. To compute the average, you type in a formula like this. Now the equal sign tells Excel that you're going to do some math. You don't want to type in what follows, but what follows is a formula. So you type in the equal sign, and then you type in the word average, which tells Excel that you're going to want to compute an average. You see the open and close parentheses. Between the parentheses, you're going to put the range. Now there's a couple ways of doing it. One way is just type the first cell in the range, followed by a colon, followed by the last cell in the range. Another way of doing it is just to go ahead and type the open and close parentheses, click and drag. Either one of those will work. And that tells you the average for this score, for this column. Same thing here, equals average. You either can type in C3 colon C17, or you can just go ahead and type the two parentheses and put the cursor between and click and scroll. Either one does the same thing. Right here I put the standard deviation for this second scores, the post-test. Same kind of principle, equals, and then here's the formula for standard deviation, ST DEV. You'll see the two parentheses. You can either go ahead and type it in, or you can go ahead and just scroll like that, C3, C17. Now down here we have the formula, and this formula is represented right here. So here's M1 right here, B18, and here's C18 right here. So you can do either type in the cell where the value is found. So C18 right here is M2, this mean of the second column, and B18 right here, which is the sum of M1. So you can type those in, or you can actually just use the cell. There's a dividing sign, which is a slash, and C18. So right here, C18 is the mean of the second scores. B18 is the mean of the first scores. Forward slash, that means divide, C18 here. Now if you wanted to, you actually can type in the numbers. This score here minus this score here divided by this score here. Either way will get you to the effect size. Now, like I said in other videos, we talked about what that effect size means. This will actually just tell you how to compute it.